Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. The Steelers would love nothing more than to finish out today's game with a second notch in that win column. It's the Bengals going up against the Steelers.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the steel capital of the world, Pittsburgh, PA, at Heinz Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Pittsburgh Steelers. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
Second down following the run. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And, right away, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
On first down, Dobbs to throw. And Dobbs is going to be swallowed up as he'll go down. Geno Atkins with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8. Dobbs now on second down. And he's going to go down again. Geno Atkins in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon.
Now, I know we're only 2 plays in, but after giving up back-to-back sacks, something has to change with the protection, and they can't wait to halftime to make an adjustment.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Out of the gun, Dobbs. And that is incomplete.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Yeah, last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. Here's Sherrills. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Bengals will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And there's so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though. Now, this is where field awareness comes into play. He's getting perilously close to his own goal line, and after that sack, backed up to his own 2.
From the end zone, Locke. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Artie Burns. And he'll be down at the 6-yard line. Charles, that makes now 5 interceptions in not even 5 quarters. Remember, he threw 4 picks last week.
And this turns into a tough situation because a lot of fans, the first thing is, we need to change quarterbacks. This is your guy. This is your elite player. You can't just take him out like that. If I'm the coach, I make a little joke and say, you know something, big guy? We're going to change the football. So it's obvious that's the problem. It's not you. Keep firing.
And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. So they're on the 5-yard line here, 2nd down and goal. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They'll try and run it in with Bell. And, oh, a good hit there and knocked down hard. They lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
This drive started with 1st and goal. Now that it's 4th and goal, anything less than a touchdown would feel like a letdown to me.
And Boswell's kick is good. And the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead. So after the pick, they can't capitalize for 6, but they do get 3.
And I know in this situation, most of us want to focus on the offense. You know what side of the ball I played on. Let's give that defense a lot of credit. Taking it over in a sudden change situation and shutting them down.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40. At the 38-yard line. Second down now after the pass completion. Back to throw. Love. On the right side, caught by Green. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 3rd down.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
So a 3rd and 8. From the gun, here's Love. And able to find Green. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. 12 yards that time, and a Cincinnati 1st down. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Bluff throwing again. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
So incomplete on 1st. Let's see what 2nd down has in store. Throwing again is Love. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Stephon Tuitt in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. And I know it seems like we say this a lot in broadcast booths, but a quarterback can hold on to the football too long in these situations. I think he did right there.
Oh, I agree with you totally. Sometimes you have to understand situations. Get rid of the football, save some yardage to make it less to gain for the next down. Instead, he was so hipped on ball security, he held on to it and took a big sack.
Now a hit and lock, lost the football. their skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. And now out come the Steelers. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their third possession. They don't have a first down yet.
That means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense, just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
A good pick up there of 20 yards.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run, because we envision them in offenses catch the ball. How much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup. Now a first down carry by Bell. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. After the penalty, it's Bell. And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there.
And some options here for the offense on 2nd and 2. They'll go again with Bell. And he's got room. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Le'Veon Bell, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
This one fielded at the 5. Nifty move. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Green. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down. The toss, Mixon, and some room to maneuver. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
And he's brought down. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
That was a terrific catch. I mean, to go up there and get it one-handed like that, but I almost want to go into that riff about back in my day, the gloves weren't quite like this.
When did gloves really become prevalent, just in general?
I think in the 80s. I think as we started to move through the 80s, especially as we got towards the latter part.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Stephon Tuitt in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So they jumped on the left side of that line.
And you know when you're at the end spot, you are like in the starting blocks, waiting for the pistol to fire and go, and he jumped a little bit too early.
And the next snap coming inside the red zone here. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A little antsy on the left side of the line.
Yeah, I think they got the guy in the end. I think they got the DN there on that one. And let's face it, he is so amped up, wanting to get a good get off on the snap, jump too quickly.
9 yards still remaining here to pick up the first on second down. On second down, here's Locke. And he fires one incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. And it's third down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
And the offense looks to pick up the first here on third after that incompletion. Here's Locke. Now a hit, and Locke lost the football. It's out. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. A bad third down mistake there.
Points were already on the board in their mind. And that's the worst part about it, right? Because it's just like in golf. Never count it in the cup until it rolls in there. Otherwise, you can really get messed up with your scores. In this case, you know they thought, hey, at least 3, maybe even a chance to get 6. It's a little bit demoralizing going off the field. Now you've turned it over, and you come up empty.
Yeah, if he holds on to that, at least the field goal on fourth down, now they lose it. So he had a chance to get him on the board there, but unfortunately that big yellow metallic structure in the back of the end zone, it had other plans.
And that's when we're kickers watching it the whole way saying, oh, no, don't hit it. Rats.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Brad, wasn't that long ago that the guy playing that spot was an outside linebacker type of a guy. Now, as a defensive end, how about the speed that he used to get into the backfield and make the play?
On second down, Dobbs. Flush to his right. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
From the shotgun, here's Dobbs. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
The best receivers we know always tease their quarterbacks that, hey, no matter what you do, you cannot overthrow me. Well, guess what? That's exactly what happened on that play. Normally, they time it up pretty well, but on that one, he just overshot him.
This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Bengals will take over here, 1st and 10. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because of...
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Sean Davis with a pick. Whoosh. And a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line.
Well, these turnovers are a big, big problem. And a huge part of why they're behind on the scoreboard, too. It's now fumble and interception on back-to-back drives. And you just can't expect to do that and be successful in the NFL or any league for that matter.
Here we go.
On 1st and 10, Dobbs out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And they'll give it to Bell off tackle. He spins free. Space to run past the 20. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Le'Veon Bell with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. And this one through the uprights and good. Boswell on now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. And last time, 1 play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11. Two minutes remain here in the first half. Back to Heinz Field after this. They'll send Green in motion left. On first down, it's locked. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Eifert, the man in motion. Throwing is locked. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And this is taken in at the 5. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Antonio Brown, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals strike quickly here for 6 points. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Returning it, John Ross. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And the Steelers set to take the field. They've had a very solid first half, and as we near the end of that first half, they're just looking for a little more on top of their lead right now.
And when you put together a game plan on offense, you put together what you think is going to be the best possible scenario, right? Hey, we're going to score. These are the plays that are going to do it. But you also put together your counters, meaning after they make adjustments to what you're doing, what do we have to go to next?
The adjustment to the adjustment?
Exactly. So I can't wait to see if we come out at the half, how they're going to go about doing things. Do you just keep running what you ran before, or do you go to your counters expecting those adjustments to happen?
Before that, we'll see the end here of this first half. Dobbs is throwing. Flushed out right. Going deep downfield for Ross. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
And he goes in motion here in the backfield. Back to throw Dobbs. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. Dobbs steps away to his left. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
Sherrills to return it. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Back to the 33. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Brown. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. From the 50, it's Love. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. They go play action here on first down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And Luck will be intercepted for a 3rd time. Picked off, it's J.J. Wilcox. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Here we go. Shift together here from the D-line. Dobbs looking to throw on first down. Escaping the pressure right. He gets away from one. And Dobbs is going to be swallowed up as he'll go down. And now the Bengals are going to call another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. The play fake. Here's Dobbs. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. This is Bell. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down. The second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
So much for halftime adjustments by the defense because you know they had to talk about it. The entire first half, they struggled to contain him. And here he is coming out in the second half and establishing the same tone. Still running the football with authority, still gaining big yardage. So I just figure in the offensive side, they said there is no adjustment. Until they slow us down, keep going at them, keep handing them the football.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. On second down, it's Bell. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be third and about a foot or two.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The offense on third down tonight, a pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. They're looking at third and a few inches. Now Dobbs. And James has it. Past the 20. And they pick up 25 as they convert on third.
But when you hit him on the move like that, he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Now a play fake here on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So the incomplete pass brings up second down. On play action, it's Dobbs. Forced out to his left. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
And the Steelers on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 6. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
The toss play to Mixon. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Oftentimes when you're not winning at the point of attack for an offensive line, maybe they're getting out physical. Spread things out a little bit, make it more of a one-on-one blocking scheme. Then you don't have to win it physically. You just have to win it by position. That may open things up for your running backs.
And he's got his man on the out route. And they're able to get this one down to the 25. 23 yards on the play. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And that'll get him halfway there as he he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. To throw on second down is Locke. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
Brandon, some of those windows to throw the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
Now Luck on 3rd and goal. Green's open, and he's got it for a Bengal touchdown. A.J. Green, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals have got it back to a 1-score game. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he lost the football. And the Bengals grab it. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So it should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately...
And this is caught inside the 5. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there for the Bengals. 44 yards. Here's a run with Mixon. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals take advantage of the turnover to put up 6. It's up and good to make it 21-17. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken about the 12. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Here's Dodds to throw. Flush to his right. And it's a fumble. And the Bengals have recovered it.
It's not exactly round and round we go, but I'm looking at the poor defenses. All right, back-to-back possessions, the ball's turned over.
Back-to-back plays.
I mean, just that quickly, and you think you're going to the bench to get a little break, and all of a sudden you're hearing sudden change, get back out there, grabbing your helmets and running back out on the field. I don't think it's going to affect them much now, but if this keeps up, you're going to have 2 very angry defenses. You want the offense to take care of the ball.
Mixon. And he's going to take it down to about the 35 here. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Getting out a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. So 2nd down, 3 yards to go now. Luck now to throw. And caught right side, Green. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And now whistles and a flag. And I think we got a jump here. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
So following the penalty, now 1st and 5. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down. Second and 5. Now it's Luck. Green with a catch left side. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Play action. It's Luck. And he slings one that's incomplete.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
Here's Luck now on 2nd down. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A.J. Green with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Bengals add on to their lead. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fairly short kick, taken at the 14 here. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense. But when you turn it over, it changes momentum. And when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise it's going to be a long day for you.
They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Here we go. Dobbs now on 2nd down. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out. And the Steelers on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, Dobbs. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. causes a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but if the other team doesn't get it, that's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. And out now, here come the Bengals. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get...
And he loses the football a second time. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And his guys are going to take over at the... One-yard line. A first throw now for the backup Roethlisberger. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he's brought down, but not before getting across midfield to the 45. That one goes for 24 yards. So the offense has it 1st and 10. A fake to Bell. Now it's Roethlisberger. Going deep depth into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And the return will stop right around the 25.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
After the interception, it's Love. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. And the Bengals on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Here's Locke. And able to find Green. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. A good pick up there of 20 yards. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Being chased out left. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I know the initial focus was on how far that pass was downfield, but how about the coverage on the play? Able to stay with him, get his hands where the receiver's hands were going to try and catch the ball, tips it up in the air, and knocks it away.
On 2nd and 10, Locke. He's going deep for Brown. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off. It's J.J. Wilcox. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. They've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. So this brings up a 2nd and 2. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete. He was looking to hit his running back, Le'Veon Bell, that time. And it's 3rd and short.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
Play action. It's Roethlisberger. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in 1 game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game, because no one can stand up to this week after week.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Agreed, that's twice now in this 4th quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
And tough starting field position here. They'll begin here with Bernard. Bernard churning, and he lost the football. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. You know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. And the defense definitely showing blitz here. Roethlisberger. And he will get into the end zone as a 2-point conversion is successful. And the lead is down to a field goal here in the 4th. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. It's a very short kick taken by an up man. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
You absolutely have to protect the football. That's got to be priority number 1, because margin for error is starting to slip away. And now it's down to a 1-score game.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Eifert, the man in motion. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Now Bernard, and he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. On 2nd down, here's Locke. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. On first down, it's Lott. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Absolutely ideal there. Get a good size play, get out of bounds.
Well, you saw the coaching there. That is taught and it is emphasized. Get out of bounds, understand your situation, as well as just understanding the game.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. And they'll send the slot in motion left. They'll run it now out of the gun. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Again, here's Bernard. And an alley to run. And he's brought down. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
And they picked up a little bit of yardage there. And now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Here's Bernard. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. And the Steelers signal for another timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's 2nd down. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Now a carry for Bernard. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Now they'll run it on the toss. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So that'll move them up 5, make the kick a little easier.
Rarely do you get kickers that don't want some yardage closer to the post, right? It's rare, but in this case, they'll definitely take them.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. That's going to set them back 5 yards. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll run. This is Bernard. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. Well, partner, still a head-scratcher to me how this one ended. Down 3. I just thought, no matter the situation, you're in a spot where you can kick that field goal and go to overtime. Why not do it?
And this is where I think the analytics guys are going to continue to get more and more traction in
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. This is Madden 18 on EA Sports. Tonight's matchup features two quarterbacks who will be trying to lead their team to victory. It's Breeze's Saints going up against Dak Prescott's Cowboys.
Larry, we find ourselves right in the center of the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex in Arlington and AT&T Stadium. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with Drew Brees and the New Orleans Saints. Here's a punter, Thomas Morstead, to get this one started. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. It's already 2nd and 12. The defense hoping to push them back more. Again, it's Elliott. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. To throw is Prescott. Now he's flushed out left. He may try and run for this. And he's able to get up here to the 26. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be 4th down. They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. And this is incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. And a great spot to start this drive from here. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Now Brees throwing on 2nd down. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Short of the sticks after that completion, and now it's 3rd down for this offense. Here's Brees to throw. The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. And he gets the 1st down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. time to his left. And too much on that one. It's out of the back of the end zone, incomplete. The tight end Josh Hill was the target. And now it's second down.
Terrific coverage in the end zone that time. Forced him out of the pocket to his right. I thought maybe try and run it there, but no one came open for him. Nice job by the defense of not getting out of their lanes.
Breeze will try again on second down. Got a man open. It's Thomas. It's a touchdown for New Orleans. Michael Thomas, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Saints have taken the early lead. And they'll get set here looking for the two-point conversion. Again, they'll throw with Breeze. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a two-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Dallas Cowboys offense, they'll get ready to go again here in just a second. Earlier we were discussing the roller coaster ride a little bit that it's been for Dallas this year. And
yeah, I know where you're going, too. You don't mind me jumping in, do you? I know exactly where you're going.
Because I didn't know where I was going. So.
You knew where you were going. You were thinking about Dak and Zeke.
Yeah.
Because Dak Prescott last season, phenomenal. Only threw 4 interceptions. Really made a lot of plays. Ezekiel Elliott was a big part of that, his ability to run the football. Well, you mentioned roller coaster, right? Zeke's in the lineup, Zeke's out of the lineup, makes it tough, and Dak had to adapt. And I think lately, his play has reflected that he can handle things even if Zeke's not there. And now when you get them back together, because Ezekiel Elliott back for the Seattle game in Week 16, look out, I think Dallas will be that much stronger.
Prescott on first down. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Dez Bryant, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open. And this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. He was looking for Terrence Williams that time. And that takes us from second to third down.
You know, every time we talk with people about the most important quality for a quarterback to have in the NFL, what do they usually cite?
Arm strength.
Yeah, and that's really way down on the list. Accuracy is one of the bigger ones, maybe the foremost one. That's what he needed on that play.
On third down, it's Prescott. A dump off to Elliott. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
Got some real estate inside the 30. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. Down right around the 25. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. A second down throw for Prescott. Looking for his tight end, Witten, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Room here to run. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 51 yards. Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. He'll get it to the 23-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Thomas. Breeze on the hook up to Thomas for the New Orleans first. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's 2nd down. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. It's a 5-yard pickup, but spotted a few chain links short of the first, so a little bit of decision time here coming up on 4th down. Breeze to throw for it on 4th. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Ted Ginn, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Saints add on to their lead. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. To throw is Breeze. And I guess that makes up for the earlier missed 2-point try here to get him to 14.
Yeah, that aggressiveness, it reminds me a lot of when basketball first adopted the 3-point shot. And people were starting to realize that 3 for 2 was really starting to work for them. In this case now, maybe the 2 for 1 is coming into play in the NFL.
And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points. Get that 0 off the board. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. It's a gain of 1 yard, and it takes us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. Williams, the man in motion left. Second down, Prescott. Drops it underneath to Elliott. And he's going to be out of bounds right at the 40. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
A first down carry by Elliott. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Prescott urging his guys to go quickly. They need to get up and set.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Prescott throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. 23 yards on the play. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Now a play fake here on first down. And on the left side, he's got Witten. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Defense showing blitz. Now receiver in motion left. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys draw a bit closer. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed, and a lot of football, full half to be played. The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead, not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Now he's going to throw deep. That's caught inside the 20. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. The Saints put up 29 points a game last year, second only to the Falcons, and they're in range to get some points on this drive as well. 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Breeze. The catch made over the middle by Ginn. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. So now it's 1st and goal. Breeze to throw again. That's caught at the 2. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Brandon Coleman, as the first half is winding down. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. Now Breeze again. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones.
It's interesting. interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And they're going to go soft on the corners. They go play action here on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
Well, one thing's for sure. When you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. Here's Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. And hello, I guess Larry's halftime show was buttoned through. And we are moving on and ready to go for the third quarter. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Now, oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
To throw, it's Breeze. And that'll be incomplete. Looking to go back to Thomas again, and that'll bring up second down. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
On the check down, he finds Kamara. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Saints add on to their lead.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone. This guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up.
4 touchdown passes. Carving him up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. And this will get out of bounds. No worries there, though. That still goes as a touchback. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things work well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Prescott off play action. And this one complete to Witten over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Play fake. Here's Prescott. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Cameron Jordan in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Prescott now on second down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 40. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
On third down, Elliott. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
What stands to reason they give Zeke the ball there? I mean, let's face it. Last year, led the league in first downs picked up.
Yeah, 91 of them, 19 more than second place David Johnson.
Yeah, you can see the confidence that the team has in him touching the football. Offensive line wants to block even harder because of him.
Stopped short of the 25, but that second effort got him a couple extra. It's a gain of 7, and it'll bring up a second down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Bryant, the man in motion right. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Here's Breeze to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll be a second down. Breeze now. Now he's going to go up top over the middle. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's third down now. Now Breeze on third down. Escaping the pressure right. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up fourth. A third down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but was led a little bit too far.
Yeah, and that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind while the other half is reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half worked. It was the bottom half that was in question.
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
put it mildly. That is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
They turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there.
Now Prescott. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
A good pickup there of 20 yards.
If he's their best threat on offense, use your #1 cover guy on defense. It doesn't matter about size.
They have had him locked up. That just his first catch of the game. Big reason why they're down. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, but when he...
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Cameron Jordan in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. He's going to let this one go deep. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. Now he'll escape to his right. Now he's going to... Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. The decision to go for it pays off, and now they're set up 1st and goal. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Now Elliott. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? They keep running it.
And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys cut into that lead. Well, he's doing his part, but still facing a sizable deficit.
And he would like to do more, but he needs help from the other 2/3, right? He needs his defense to bow up a little bit, and he also needs special teams to maybe create some big plays and help them get back in it.
2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Saints hands team able to rein this one in. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Play clock winding down. On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he is out of bounds, just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. The play clock's running down. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. They'll get it to the 23-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on first down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on, because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
Now Breeze. Coleman has it here right side. And he goes out of bounds inside the 10 at the 9. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a first and goal. And from the 9-yard line now, it's first and goal. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And he's got his man, that's Snead. Touchdown, New Orleans. Willie Snead, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. And that one makes this a 19-point game. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. This fielded at the 2. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing, because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big play.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off near the 34. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Now Breeze. Looking for Thomas. He's got him. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, 32 yards. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. And that will bump the lead up to 26. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Going right side, he has Witten. And he's able to get this one up to the 45-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Prescott on first down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. He's picked off near his own 48. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or 2.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll They'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And out now come the Cowboys. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo going forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Now he steps away. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
And now we've hit that stage of the game, partner, where one of our predecessors, one of the great commentators of all time, he used to sing in this situation when this game appeared to be over.
I know the fat lady's been singing for some time.
No, not her at all. This
but
one of our
she's
guys.
Singing too.
No, she's singing.
She's on like the 5th tune at this point.
She left Scales way behind, but he used to sing something about turning out the lights. The party was over.
Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. A good 1st down call as the screen play gets him 9. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. Prescott finding his big receiver Bryant there for a Cowboy 1st down. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
And they'll send Williams in motion right. Prescott looks to throw on 1st. He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Fresh set of downs here. Prescott yet again. And his throw is incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Off the play fake, Prescott. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Williams. And he's going to go out of bounds, taking it down inside the 25. And he goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. On 1st and 10, Prescott. Drops it underneath to Elliott. And he is out of bounds, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple of seconds mulling over what the penalty would do for them?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
And they will line up now for the two-point try. And before the conversion attempt, we'll get a timeout call by the offense. And that'll leave them with only one remaining in this second half. Bailey now for the extra point. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. And the Saints hands team able to rein this one in. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play. And here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them. And field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. It's just their first. They've got two more to use here in the final stages. So we've got a 2nd and 5. Breeze is looking to throw. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that, but there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with it. I struggle. But on the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I'll guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, get the points for me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
Here comes Ryan Switzer to return it. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. One last shot now for Prescott. Flush to his right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has run out.